Hello everyone and welcome back to EVE Online. Today's video is going to be a little different. We're not taking a look at any sights and sounds around New Eden today. We're actually going to take a look at some of the Citadel changes, specifically the hangar changes that you have for Citadels with the new expansion that just came out a few days ago. I'm on one of my industrial tunes and I'm sitting in a fraternity Keepstar here, and you can see the difference in the overall size of what the station looks like. And now, as I spin around here, you can see all these empty hangar bays. Your bay is now an actual bay inside of the station, not that central bay that you see in the NPC stations like you always have. And now, what I think is actually really kind of cool is that you can see other ships in your that you have in that station as well. I'm going to pinpoint it out here, I'll circle it, but you can see my obelisk up here. And if I would go to change, you'll see I moved over to that ship that was docked off to the side. You can see this, it slowly moves into its dock once you change into it. What I don't like is how on some of these larger ships you're kind of stuck. You don't get that nice view because I'm docked off to the side. I can't spin around the ship. I can still zoom out, but as soon as I try to move, it zooms in. So we can't take a look around the station like we could from the other view. So let's go back. Let's take a look at another vantage point. And each station has their own. This is one of the things I do find really neat is that you get this animation of actual docking. You can see some of the other sized ships that are lined up very similar right next door. Your skins are all stored on your ships, so whatever skins you have, they will be docked there with you, and they will be in those skins that you can see them as well. The Keepstars truly look massive now. They seem a lot bigger. Before everything felt small. Now it definitely looks a whole lot better as far as scale. These structures are supposed to be enormous, and now they truly feel that way when you look at it. Other stations have the same effect, but as the station size changes, the actual bay size appears smaller, and you also get the color scheme of the station as well that's themed along with it. We will actually go take a look. Let's jump back. Let's jump back up here. Let's say they were destroyers. Let's actually, before we go, let's take a look at the frigate bays, and you'll see it'll move. And if you kind of pay attention, you'll see that you can follow where your ships are, and you can kind of get an idea of where to look around the station itself to find exactly what you're looking for. It really is a neat look to it. So let's undock, and we're gonna go have a look at a few other stations as well. Let's go have a look. We'll dock at this Tatara. And as we get over here, we'll see, you notice the red look to the outside of the station. the new docking logo. I personally feel this docking logo is pretty big. It could definitely be scaled down a little bit, but it is nice to see that you're actually docking. And as we pull in, you'll see us slide into our docking point, and we can take a look around the station here. The station still feels good in size, but it doesn't have that absolutely massive feeling that the Keepstar had. And I'm not on one of my tunes that has a capital ship available to look at in it, but as you could see from the freighter, the size was pretty impressive. It made sense to the size of the station itself. And as you can see, this does as well. A much smaller station. It has a smaller look to it. Still looks incredible. I really like what they did. The red theme was brought in, and you can see just how it looks here. Let's undock and we'll head to something a little bigger, and we'll take a look. We'll head over to the Citadel, and we'll take a look here. A little bit bigger station. Once again, the docking logo comes up in the center. New. I do like the idea of having the docking logo. Just wish it would be a little smaller or even customizable. And as we pull in here, we get to see the color scheme continued. Now the yellow is inside on the station, which I think looks really good. And you can see the size comparison. Not the same feel as the Keepstar, but a little more spacious as far as the size structure and your ships in here. I wish I had the availability to show you more with multiple ships. I hope I gave you a look that you could see the ships inside, but it is definitely a cool update to the stations themselves. Now, the NPC stations, from what I've seen, do not have this same look. You do not get the multiple bays. You don't see your ships in there. You still get that central bay from the ones that I've been to. I know that the trade hub in Jeddah is still that same station, but Jeddah has its own look as well that you don't get from some of the other ones. But it is definitely really cool for the player structures to have their own unique look and give you kind of the size of these stations, because a lot of them are just as big, if not bigger, than a lot of the NPC stations that you'll be docking at if you don't happen to be in a corporation or alliance that has your own structures, or you've never been to a player-owned structure. This is what you'll see when you go there. And as you can see, the lighting a little dark, but I'm okay with it. It'll help some of these skins stand out. I don't know if we look in the fitting window if yeah, see, I don't have any skins for it, but you can change when you change your skin. It actually can stand out a lot better. These Minotaur ships always look like rust buckets that they are and have a dull appearance, but some of these brighter ships really do stand out very well in the stations themselves. So this is just one of the updates, and I'll be making a few more videos going on about some of the other updates, and we'll take a look also at the faction warfare, because I do have a faction warfare alt that we can go take a look at and check out some of the new faction warfare systems. Not that the systems have changed, but just the map and the way that it's all set up has really changed. That's what this expansion was about. And then we'll also talk a little more about the storylines that CCP is putting into the game to kind of spice things up. And I'll also go back over some of the events. I was sick for a week. I didn't get some videos out, but I look to try and get some of these ones out and get your opinion on it. What do you think of the new player stations? I think if these become customizable and your outside colors transform into your inside ones, you know, you can put your logo on things, your alliance, your corporation. I think player structures, the more customizable, the better. I think they'll actually turn out looking really good, and I think that's a good thing for the game. Because there are a lot of people that never leave stations. They spend their whole time spinning ships in the station, so it gives them something cool to look at. So I thank you all for joining me here on this video. If you like what I do here on the channel, please hit that subscribe button, like, leave a comment. Would love to know what you think, and as always, have a wonderful day.